The Dallas Cowboys game today unfolded as one of the most emotionally charged and hard-fought performances the team has delivered all season. It wasn't just another matchup on the schedule. It was their first appearance since the heartbreaking death of defensive end Marshawn Kneeland, a loss that shook the organization and players to their core. From warm-ups to the final whistle, the tone in Las Vegas carried a mixture of grief, unity, and determination, and the Cowboys found a way to turn all of that into one of their most complete performances of the year, defeating the Las Vegas Raiders 33-16. Before the game even began, the weight of the moment was unmistakable. Players walked onto the field wearing tribute shirts printed with Kneeland's face and the years of his life. The entire stadium stood still during a moment of silence, with helmets across the Cowboys sideline marked with a small 94, a reminder of the teammate they lost. Coaches said very little publicly, but those close to the tunnel reported that players huddled quietly, forming a circle before taking the field. The tribute was understated but powerful, a way to acknowledge their pain while gathering strength from one another. From the opening drive, the Cowboys played with a focus that made it clear they weren't simply trying to win. They were trying to honor someone. Dak Prescott delivered one of his sharpest outings of the season, completing 25 of 33 passes for 268 yards and 4 touchdowns, each one going to a different receiver. What made his performance stand out wasn't just the efficiency but the poise. Early in the first quarter, when a stalled drive could have slowed Dallas' momentum, Prescott settled in, found his rhythm, and began dissecting the Raiders' secondary with controlled, patient throws. George Pickens, who has been steadily growing into a major role in the Cowboys' offense, delivered a standout performance with 9 receptions for 144 yards. His ability to win contested catches and break open intermediate routes gave Prescott a reliable option throughout the night. On multiple drives, Pickens kept possessions alive with tough grabs in traffic, setting up red zone opportunities that Dallas fully capitalized on. Javonte Williams contributed heavily on the ground, carrying the ball 22 times for 93 yards. His runs weren't flashy, but they were bruising, wearing down the Raiders' defensive front and helping the Cowboys dominate time of possession. In the second quarter, Williams delivered a key series of runs that chewed almost 5 minutes off the clock, allowing Dallas to grab control of the game and build a lead that Las Vegas never truly threatened again. Defensively, the Cowboys played with a level of intensity that matched the emotional tenor of the night. The interior pressure was especially effective, collapsing the pocket repeatedly and forcing the Raiders into uncomfortable down-and-distance scenarios. Late in the game, the Cowboys sealed their control with a safety, a symbolic moment where the defense literally closed the door to any potential comeback. Coaches and analysts alike noted how cohesive the defensive unit looked, an area the team had struggled with in recent weeks. Tonight, however, they appeared unified and aggressive, playing with both urgency and discipline. The Raiders found opportunities here and there, converting a long touchdown in the second half and moving the ball with short passes, but they never found a rhythm strong enough to change the momentum. Dallas consistently forced them into field goals instead of touchdowns and kept the pressure on every time Las Vegas appeared ready to rally. As the final seconds ticked away, the Cowboys' sideline reflected a rare mixture of relief, pride, and emotional release. Players embraced one another, some taking a quiet moment to stare out at the field. It wasn't just about improving their record or snapping a losing streak. It was about proving to themselves they could carry on together through a moment that could have fractured them. Dak Prescott summed it up after the game when he said it had been a hard week, a heavy week, emphasizing that tonight's win was about more than football. It was about honoring the life of a teammate they loved and finding the strength to keep moving forward. For Cowboys fans, today's game will be remembered not only for the scoreline but for the heart the team showed. The performance didn't erase their grief, but it reflected a team choosing unity over despair, determination over shock, and resilience over heartbreak. It marked a turning point, perhaps not in the standings alone, but in spirit. And for a team navigating one of its most painful moments in recent memory, that meant everything.